Alright, hey guys. So, here we have all of the people who have contributed to the Bovington Tank Museum and to the restoration of Tiger 131 as well as its maintenance. You can go to the Tank Museum's website and also contribute to the Tank Museum. I've already done so myself, and I highly recommend you do. They are the people that make this experience possible, and therefore this video possible. Now, in the meantime, something we did miss was, giving the dog a big old hug. And outside, as you guys can see, is a Churchill Mark I. It is an old rust bucket. And across the way is a German reconnaissance wheeled vehicle. I'm not sure. I think we find out momentarily what it is exactly. But it's a simple recon vehicle with smoke grenade launchers and a machine gun. That's about all it is. Here it is. Oh no, it's British. It's the FV-603 Saurikan. I stand corrected! It's British. Please don't be insulted. But now, we're going to get into the main part of the museum. And this time, Sophie's wearing the headset. And in front of us is a Tiger II Porsche edition with the Porsche edition turret pointing the mighty 88mm at us. Look at this gun. This thing is huge. Sophie's giving me directions. This is like herding ants, by the way. It really is. So I hope you guys enjoy the one time you actually get to see me this entire time. And I'm doing some little minor adjustments to make sure everything's good. And then Sophie, you can't tell me you're not tiny! You're getting between the wall and this tank, no problem! You're standing up back there. You are freaking tiny, girl. You are freaking tiny. You all have Sophie to thank for the fan service. Sophie's explaining the interlocking road wheels of the vehicle, as well as the various points. And I'm pointing out where things have been repaired from obvious damage. And then here on the front, we can see a ricochet mark all the way up the front of the tank. Sophie's comment, by the way, is, that one bounced. And then we go back here looking at the turret, and we can see a bunch of repair marks to the back of the turret. Oh, look, the mighty Pershing. This is the scale of this turret. This is me doing that, with my arms all the way out, and I can't touch the ends of this turret. It's huge. And now I found the penetration point. I found where this tank was knocked out. The shell went in right there next to the corner of the turret. And then the extra welding mark on the side is where the back of the turret completely exploded outward. That's where it was penetrated and knocked out. And we do that a lot. Like, I want to find out if these vehicles were donated or battlefield recovered just by looking at them if I can. So over here, we have a Pershing. And it is, it's quite the intimidating tank. You will notice the big buffer in the frontal plate on the right-hand side there is potentially some repaired damage. I'm not quite sure if it's an actual penetration or just repaired damage. And this... Look how thick the gun mantle is, guys. That is a gun mantlet. There's 120 millimeters on the turret behind all that. You want to know why you can't penetrate a Pershing's gun mantle? That's why. And that's one of its two engines that it runs on. And again, look how little distance there is between the wall and the tank. And Sophie's just like, yep, I can get behind it. I can get right up behind it. No problem. No questions asked. I didn't even look underneath it. You are tiny, woman. I'm going to be so upset with me when she hears that. And I don't really care. Then as we continue on, further in, we have the Yag Panther over here on our left, with damage, apparently, to its frontal track slopes to protect the tracks and keep mud out. And there's where it was knocked out. That little hole is where the shell went in and killed it. And of course, behind me right now is Hetzer got a Hetz. And then a second round was put in through there for good measure. This thing was shot so many times. They put 3 rounds, in possibly a 4th round, into its side here to knock it out and make sure it was dead. There's a ricochet. That's what a ricochet looks like on steel. Look how big this thing actually is. It's huge. Look how the Hetzer, everybody's like the Hetzer is small. Yeah, the Hetzer's small, but it's freaking huge compared to a person. And a Hetzer, you know Hetzer got a Hetz. It took a shot directly below the gun mantle and didn't care. All it did was break a little bit of metal off, and it was like, yep, I'm good. Wear and tear on the gun mantle. That's a German 88mm anti-tank gun, I think. Don't quote me on that. Couldn't find a place where this Hetzer had actually been penetrated. And that Hetzer booty. You know you gotta come around back and look at that Hetzer booty. You know you gotta. Yeah, it's the 88mm anti-tank gun. The same one that goes on the King Tiger behind us. That's what it looks like on a that's the non-tank version. That's how much gun is in a King Tiger. Look at how much, Sophie's going to show us right now how much gun is in a King Tiger. As she so eloquently put it, the FU gun. Now, over here, we have a Valentine Mark I. The original Valentine named Demon. It's so cute! It wants to be a tank! It wants to be a tank! That is its actual road wheel configuration, by the way. That is all that empty space is its actual road wheel configuration. The boxes on there. Sophie's fascinated by the box designs of the Crusaders. The Crusader, everyone. Or the Cruiser, excuse me. These are cruisers. I stand corrected. These are cruisers. With all the boxes you can think of. Boxes would be so happy. Boxes! No boxes. They're not those kind of boxes. As I said, guys, these videos are taken from the perspective directly above our glasses, right next to our eye. So it's as though you yourself are standing in the tank museum, walking around and looking at these right up at close range. You see everything we do. And therefore, I'm showing Sophie how thick the frontal armor is with my 2 fingers. Like, that's the actual thickness of steel. Oh, look, it's a little half-track. It's a little half-track. And Sophie wants to look inside back there, and she can. And that's what it looked like inside. With 75, it's obviously a half-track that they're saying, had a 75 mil mounted in and was not actually carrying troops with 75 mil ammunition behind it. Or it actually was dragging a 75 mil behind it. Now this is the Rolls-Royce of tanks. I mean, when Rolls-Royce designs a tank, they have luxury in mind, obviously. And over here we have the Guy Armored Car Mark I. Olden day tanks. This is what a Centaur AA turret looks like. For those who don't know what this is, it's 2 20mm anti-aircraft guns mounted onto a Comet chassis. And this is just a description. And see, we couldn't really get a good look inside. It would have been nice if we could, but I mean, this is the best we could get for you. Was just to kind of show you, what it kind of looks like inside to a little bit of degree, but not really, all the way in. Sophie, however, I am fully convinced, was determined to get us thrown out of the museum because she was climbing and going around behind everything and getting into all sorts of stuff, as you might have guessed. Oh yeah, the Rolls-Royce of tanks, by the way, has wooden platform side steps. It's a little dingo! Mark III scout car! Little dingo, little dingo, little dingo, dingo. That's just a fun word to say. Dingo. Anyway, moving on. Oh my god! Oh my god, it's a Soma 35! It's such a cute little tank. Such a cute little tank. I mean, it is tiny. It is a very little tank. Now I apologize for a moment as we take a quick water break. Sophie is determined to get into the backpack and then pull my hair for spring purposes. Yeah, we're going to get to the King Tiger K over there on the right, and on the left momentarily. And there's the 105 gun that would get mounted into the Soma. Or no, the Charvis 125 gun. We're going to take a look back here, though, at the Renault Type 3 tankette. Before we take a look at the big, bad, Mama Jamma, the Panzerkampfwagen Mark VI King Tiger. With the welded layered plating there is twofold. One, it's a magnesium coating in an attempt to prevent magnetic mines from going off. And two, it actually prevents the normalization effect from shells from normalizing on the armor for the first hit, so that shells hit at the angle that they actually impact. Now once again, I'm looking for where it was penetrated. Oh my goodness, what is this in here? That looks like a hurt. A little bit of a side skirty there. You might want to go get your armored skirt back. That's how much armor was, like the size of my hand was how much armor was just ripped off. We're looking back here, and I find, oh, she's been penetrated in the rear. Her king tiger booty has been violated and widened. But yeah, there's her kill mark where her engine was destroyed. See, it's really hard to recover tanks when they've been blown up. That's why so few of them still exist, because most of them are scrapped and burned out or completely blown to bits by air power. Sophie's like, what is that? What is this? What is this? She says, it's a tank in a box. It's a Morris Light Reconnaissance car, Mark II, U.S. edition. It's so British they named it Morris, as Sophie would say. But moving on. I'm still fascinated by the big Porsche here. You know, because Tiger Power, motherfucker. I'm still trying to figure out if it's actually been completely destroyed, or if that one mark on the back is all that I have to go on. Yeah, that's the tow cable. That's the tow cable. That's a 20-ounce bottle of water. It's a Wolverine! And I'm explaining that the American star was put onto British vehicles so that pilots above would know not to shoot them, because it was more obvious to pilots and less obvious to ground forces was the white star. It's an M10 tank destroyer. A Wolverine! Wolverines! And this is actually a British Achilles, not an American Wolverine. How can you tell? The muzzle brake is a 17-pounder. Little greyhound. Little angry greyhound. He's super angry. Don't mess with it. It'll eat you. Giving little pets to the Achilles here. Painted all nice and white for the Battle of the Bulge. Oh, what is this? What have we discovered? It looks like we've discovered a Ram Kangaroo. Used by engineers, it's a Ram without a turret! Which is based on the M3 Lee Hall. And over here we have the Locust! It thinks it's a tank! It wants to grow up and be a tank so bad one day. I'm so fascinated by little light tanks like this. Just little bitty pissant tanks that you never expect are just like, yep. Yeah, that's the little Locust. The little Locust that never really got put into production. The Buffalo landing vehicle for tracked vehicles. It's a boat. It's a tank. No, it's a boat tank. It's a boat tank, boat tank, boat tank, boat tank, boat tank. Now, at this point, it's actually quiet enough that I'm going to tune out as we walk past the Chaffee for Chaffee Power. And let you guys just listen to what we're talking about. And I'll come back in if it gets too loud again.
Cool. No, it's not on fire because we're good. She loves chappies. Loves me more though. Okay. That's the American halfback, look.
So here's the standard American engine setup for all time. It's got 2 engines in it, damn it.
It's American. That's a fat tiger. That is what?
Everyone hates it.
I know, it's such a famous Russian field gun on a redundant chassis.
What's chassis?
Too simple. I like that. Hey comrades, we need to make tanks to take out the bunks. What do we make? Well, here we go. We mount artillery gun on a we mount artillery gun on laser. Yes, comrade, good idea. Let's work it. Well, that is stupid. Oh my god, look at that straight hammer. Wouldn't that like deflect the shell into it?
This is the Russians' first mech.
Cute. Right now, wouldn't that like deflect the shell into the armor?
Yeah. But, now, are you ready for this?
No.
This, at the start of the German offensive, far alongside this.
I love it. This motherfucker.
The tank that surprised you of it. Large, durable, effective, when used in the large numbers of big streets that it takes great provides guns that had nothing to match in 41. And during the course of the unit fire in 41, they enjoyed county success. 5 months later, they encountered a strong resistance to new weapons such as the KV-1. Tank that does what it does on the 10 and screws put it back there. So this is in 41.
Yeah.
The first terrific heavy tank that was effective.
Apart from the Shelby one.
106 millimeters of power.
Wouldn't that be on the turret with the...
No, that's the hull.
That's the hull. Is that added armor?
Yeah, that's an added building plate. Here is the actual thickness of the armor.
Yeah.
That's the finished point of the tank. This one here, that's 104.
Is that penetrated?
No, that's a vision point. That's an extra vision point.
Just like, stuck at, hey, we need vision port. Comrade, bring anti-tank gun. Bring anti-tank, comrade.
They also needed it for air conditioning.
Right. That is.
It had a rear-mounted machine gun.
That is completely useless. Look at that booty.
Because when in doubt, put more dock on.
When in doubt, put even more machine gun. Oh my god.
We're in doubt, comrades. Put more dock on.
What is that?
What is what?
That.
That is a heavy armored
That's hilarious. Look at it.
You can actually play with these in Panzer Force. They're one of the most OP scout fucking vehicles in the game because there's a 75mm anti-tank gun.
I love it. Which direction are we going in? Okay. Hey, Renner, look at this. Fiaura tanks, 1970, 105, 1,200.
So,
well, Renner, it says that 2 KV-1 tanks were sent to America and the US.
oh, this is one of the ones that the experiment with.
Yeah.
Our expedition is the British sample, but it was painted to represent the Red Army, and whitewashed with the conditions of their slogan for the women of Leningrad and the front. Look at the fuel capacity.
Although,
139 gallons. It illustrates that to people. 131 gallons is like filling your bathtub in a gallon.
what?
131 gallons is like literally filling your bathtub maybe 240 gallons.
Hello. Is that an M4? She loves these things for some ridiculous reason. They're so OP as fuck! Where?
So this is in 39. You have a tank that goes 50.
I'm gonna say it's important.
And you can have it land on the ocean or something.
Thanks. No one much. That's an M401. That is a That's kind of retarded looking.
76 mil of actual armor.
Yeah, on the front. The turret being. That is, of course, a tank. Wasn't that a Mark 7?
Mark 7,
Okay. We can go inside one. Sort of. No. Let there be light.
So here's the point. Completely cut off from the rest of the crew.
So true.
And the loader is also completely cut off from the other two guys.
Best use for reverse. Where's the engine?
Yeah.
Fuel hog.
Fuel guzzler.
7 gallons a mile.
A hog would lead some for someone else.
What?
A hog might lead some for someone else.
Wait, there's some things with me. Those. Do you want to see the rest of these first? That's bad. Terravite. It's all.
Or
It's all.
it came to the right stuff to go back with.
Yeah. I use that.
For some extra additives.
Oh. Wow. They painted it red to go faster. This is Scorpion Pioneer.
TV is the thing before the Scorpion.
Yeah, it's test bed. This is another Centurion. Yeah.
That
And that is something. Something on my flag. That's a warrior. Okay, apparently it isn't a warrior. Runner. Fine, we'll go look at the Centurion. We'll go. Oh, look at that. The side splits there. Look. Oh, cup holder. Shot cow.
with the 120.
Yeah. This is a test one.
Yeah, this is Test Warrior.
It's the same version of the Fox of a Radin.
Scientists have been checking to see how the resin hull is aging. The results will be exciting. If plastic armor vehicles can be used in the future.
And that's a weird looking thing.
Oh man. It's Sweden's attempt at making a no-turret tank.
And it might have worked.
Succeeded.
Yeah.
They ran it as one of their main vehicles.
This was stupid fast though. It could go, was it fast in reverse as previous? No, I mean like fast. Look at that defensive position. You can hit that, look.
Yeah, was Revolution designed by
No, I'm just looking. Reno, this is a tank being elevated. It's in his elevated position. has hydro something suspension.
Florida comes this way, swinging in charge of the flying tracks. The gun can either be elevated or depressed by adjusting the angle of suspension. The gun is fixed into the hull. It is equipped with an auto loader, which gives it the ability to fire around 15 rounds a minute at extreme accuracy. Operated by two people. A wireless radio operator that takes the rear of that radio. Also, the wireless operator has a backup driving force in the event of a hit. And these vertical bars are the first ever K-drum.
Yeah. Just like these ones. So these are just those that are plastic.
Oh, you're supposed to have the plastic touch around it.
Yeah.
You can get the steel inside the box. Yeah, it's K-drum with bucket shells and missiles.
Yeah. You can crouch. Is that a T-54? Yeah. Oh. T-55, yeah, look at the gap. Well, no, there isn't a gap when it's taken out, but there's a gap between the second and third road wheel, you see?
Yeah.
What was that? That's too full turret though.
Warning.
Is that an East German one?
Yeah.
The fuel tanks.
Right, back up. Here's the gap.
Yeah.
It's a huge gap. There's a person in there.
No, there's supposed to be an extra builder.
The fuel tanks for the vehicle tank is the others.
Here's the inside of the turret. Yeah. Wow, that's not very roomy, is it?
It's just a converted T54 turret. It had the extra electronics and stuff in it.
There's a M36
Ripper pack.
and that's where the overpriced one for more Bovingtons. That's really tall though. Is that a 50 cal on the top?
Yeah, it's a brand new.
There's a black print.
Oh, black print.
Yeah.
The prototype for heavy Churchill tank that never entered production. 152 mil armor that doesn't penetrate that fire. It's gonna be like with a tank. It needs to be, able to take a hit.
When was the British, like, sloping armour? Nah, mate. Comet, look at that incredible armour layout. I mean, the sloping is amazing. Sloping. These are some,
Comet was the best British tank developed during World War II.
yeah. These were actually pretty good. You couldn't get out of it very well.
No, you tried to turn it into something. Or you had to go through emergency national.
Yeah.
There you go.
What?
Just have to change that. Interior Mark 1 Comet. 17-pound gun meets 17-pound gun.
Yeah. Yeah, exhaust. Hello? Yes, this is dog.
This is an 85 Stewart with the chain fed, both for 30 minutes.
Wasn't there both for 40?
37.
Yeah.
Oh, look, it's a paint tank.
Penis.
Paint tank.
Close your eyes, kids.
I don't even understand why you would have that. It doesn't even be good.
Well, they looked at the machine and were like, hey guys, we need to make this armoured. And when they realised what it was, they brushed it away. Look, there's a Japanese tank. It's a Hago. Hago.
You think it's a tag.
But it isn't.
12 millimeters of armor or 50-pound machine gun. Actually, that's fucking good.
What? What? Ow. Did you say out of line? Telephone libraries or something. Hit it again. Sorry, but yeah, let's get back into it. What? What?
See that?
That was all ripped off, wasn't it?
It's a 155 HQL. This is by your authority gun. And this whole section of turret which is blown all open. Everyone inside going to be died instantly from their concussion.
There's a thing. Look. Oh, look at it, it's cool, look. This is cute. It's a lifetime Mark Spitz. Is that a tech rock? Hey, look. It's a tech rock.
The Russians study tech rock. You don't give it to me.
Having to mark out the card, that is a hilarious. Love it. I have that. Comfortable. These were the successor to the Daimler. They're both the same gun. That one's got the stupidest looking thing. Centurions were originally supposed to have a 20 mil, weren't they?
Well, yeah, common Centurion has the same gun.
The Fat Tiger. No, the Fat Tiger. The Fat Tiger. Look at it. Fat.
So this one is not operable.
No. It's not the biggest tank gun though. It's not a tank, it's an AFA.
It doesn't have a turret.
It doesn't have a turret. Spelling mistake. Well, grammar error. I don't know. Tank gun. It's not a tank gun.
It is.
No, it isn't.
125 millimeter.
It's an AFA gun. Yeah. It's an AFA. AFA gun. It's not a tank. The biggest. Wow. Lift me up. Let me look at it. Yes. Yes, we can look at it. Am I heading now?
So on this thing,
Yeah. Oh, metal boxes. It's got the side skirts removed. These are usually knocked out from the side, weren't they?
or the rear, you couldn't penetrate this spot. There's nothing in the arsenal to do
Go through low places.
it.
Yeah, go. There's only 140 millimeters better. ISPs will go through low places. Although generally they go straight through the side. There's no point shooting this. Look at the size of that thing. It's so big, it's like a gigantic dick in a space. Okay. Is that comfortable? No, it's not. That's a Panther or Panther 2. Awful. Sauerkraut. What? What? Or it just missed it, and then you can whack that instead.
It went in, backed off together, and back out this time.
Wow.
So this had to be a 90 millimeter thing. And we were able to do that much damage and then back out the same time.
Definitely not a Russian one.
Yeah, this was captured at
Really?
Captured at Juan Yeager. That's an American project.
Oh. Fat dog. Even I'll call it the fat dog. Nice one.
Oh no, this is the Panzer IV S turret.
Or the Panther. No, sorry. It was the same one. The Panther IV just couldn't rotate it.
This is the turret. They got blown up on this.
No, looks at less of it. Basically, you can pretty much knock out everything except the third enemy, the outsider. No, it can't, well. The outside and third enemy only ones who can survive the first hit. Because they don't have a turret. So the shell won't lift the turret up. Like it did with everything else. Oh, go away. Go away, please. You goddamn weirdo. What? No, then.
Time where this one was not.
I know, right? 1, 2, and then the actual arm.
So here's the actual plate, and this is all just bolted on.
So I hope you all enjoyed this Bovington experience. Let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed my overhead commentary or if you preferred the actual interaction between me and Sophie. I know the actual interaction may have been slightly hard to hear and totally understand. I was trying my best to edit out all of the background noise from Bovington, but there's just so much. Also, please hit the like button, seriously, and share this with your friends! Here's the previous Bovington episode for you guys, part 1! And part 3 will debut tomorrow. And if you like to see more stuff by me, Fiaura, you can subscribe. Support the channel through Patreon! That's all, guys. I'll see you later. Or just stuck around. You guys asked for the very special message from Sophie. Wink in the comments if you stuck around. And here's a very special message to Sophie. Sophie Pound, I want you to know just how much I went through to get to your house. So, here's me at the airport, followed by me on the train. By the way, the train is the next morning. Love you, hon. Love you very much.
Hey guys, if you're watching this, I have safely made it to Sophie's house, because that means I have managed to upload this to an actual computer. I am currently sitting on the train to Northampton, where he's apparently going to pick me up with all the incoming beeping. I have not slept since like 5 p.m. last night. I hope she's not mad at me for not sleeping. I really do. Anyway, so yeah, enjoy the scenery. I'm going to record stuff while we travel. See you guys soon.